Fabulous. I think we shall be back on Royal Radio Memphis. I hope. That's Royal Radio Live. We're on Twitch. We're on YouTube. But why does it say we're offline?
What kind of swing, Carlos?
Just like a hammock swing.
Oh, okay.
No,
Okay.
Stop it.
Okay.
Stop it. You
I
tried to
want a
set me
hammock.
up.
I did.
felt the
I was
setup.
just wondering.
felt the
I was
setup
asking
coming.
for a friend.
Uh-huh.
All the friends that's viewing. What kind of swing were you thinking about?
You with the shit right now, bro. You funky. You with the shit
I mean,
right now.
we're in a very gated community.
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect for it.
Perfect for
Gated
that
back
kind of
fence.
swing.
Yeah.
Yeah, a hammock works, but that swing is
Yeah.
a little fun.
Yeah, I'm scared
Touch
to
our
ask what
minds.
just came
Touch
on.
our
Now,
minds.
mine's Lord
Hammocks
Wash.
and swings.
Yes.
Wash.
I did.
The next episode is hammocks and swings.
Hammocks and
Is that about swingers?
And rocking chairs.
And tennis shoes. I need tennis
and
shoes.
tennis shoes.
keep
Jordans are
keep
okay.
good traction.
Timbos.
Keep traction.
Okay. next-
Timberlands.
Brought to you by Medibles.
Are those yours?
What'd you do for a Klondike bar?
I'm not gonna talk on camera about it. I'm not gonna do it.
Do you want some chicken salad?
Strange.
Did you not find it?
No.
Oh, goodness.
Nah, you
think
are not going to leave the show.
Yeah, I'm gonna go make a chicken salad because they have to see the
Do you
end
see what
product.
you're waving? You know what? That is bad
They need to
advertisement.
see.
This is
Everybody know I
health.
smoke.
We talk about health and wellness. Okay, but you got a smoker and you got a worker outer. What is that?
Gym rat.
Really? Why I got to be a rat?
Ain't
Gym
Why I gotta
rat.
be a
The
rat?
emphasis is on the gym part.
You know, that's
not
hold on. I could take a political standpoint on that one. A
Mm-hmm.
rat. I'm just kidding, guys. These are all
It's all
jokes.
jokes. It's all jokes.
This is my video. There we go. There we go.
I don't know why you sitting over there in the cut. You
Yeah. Why
busted
you so
out.
far away, sir?
Yo, we got a masked Avenger.
Okay,
in
he's
the
gonna
house.
come take my place while I make some chicken salad sandwiches. How about that?
That was a good move. I saw that. That was it. No, not you. When Carlos
Me.
did it.
Y'all want chicken salad sandwiches?
Let me have one. Yes.
Let me have one. Okay.
One case of
Anybody
that.
else want chicken salad sandwiches?
This shit is so delicious, though.
You want one set off?
Because I just finished eating,
You know she.
and that's
I
what
just
that's what made
finished.
me.
I too just
But I
finished
want
eating.
some.
You in the
I
hot
want some.
seat.
All right. Once you get on, I get in the hot seat.
You
Uh-oh.
make it a smooth transition.
Get in the
You know what? Could you
hot
actually, if
seat.
you gonna bring them on camera, you just can't just do that to people. People of royalty, they need serious, like an ado.
Uh-huh.
So without further ado,
Dude. Uh-huh.
the dude,
It's kind of like paper.
that's yours.
There's something.
Put a roofie in it.
Why
right?
this is not doing
But this is like,
I'll be ready.
it's like paper. This dude do be following my goddamn plan.
Blue.
That's
Now, Lord
I don't be liking
Jesus,
that
this
shit.
is going, boy.
I'm gonna talk about this shit on here.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my God.
Uh-oh.
Goodness
Uh-oh.
gracious.
Introduce him, Carlos.
Oh my goodness. Let me see her do that.
Coming to the stage.
Royal Radio. We would like to present to some and introduce to others one of the historically known rap legends of Memphis, Tennessee, the one, the only, Mr. Al Capone.
You guys say the other part.
Whoop that! Whoop that!
Oh shit, can I get in this motherfucker?
Yeah, whoop that!
Damn. So, call me Mass Capone.
Mass Capone. Mass Capone.
Mass
Mass
Capone.
Oh
Capone.
boy. I like that.
Kapask.
So shit. Hey, I'm gonna keep it 1,000 though. This mad shit, I know it's necessary to, for the situations and everything, but it ain't
The most comfortable.
the
thing.
most comfortable thing to wear for long periods of time.
Because it messes with your breathing.
Actually, there's a lot of bacteria in those cloth ones that we breathe in and out that actually could be a little bit more harmful than actually catching the
And it
actual-
fogs my glasses up sometimes. So.
Yeah.
And wait,
Your
and
breath.
it's funny.
And I don't be liking that shit.
Okay, I have to bring
can't
this to your
see.
attention.
How?
Okay,
Go ahead.
COVID-19 viewers, let me ask you something.
Ask them something.
When somebody comes up to you and okay, we're exercising social distancing, right? Comes up to you in the store, running for you and hugging you. What's up, girl? I'm like, who the fuck? Who are you? Dude, they're coming with baseball caps, with glasses, and with masks. Man,
she just did me like
Capizzi came out to me. He was like, "Yo, sis," and I'm like, "Dude, who the hell are you?"
Bag up.
And you know what? And I didn't even think about it. I'm like, yeah, my whole damn face pretty much covered up except for my damn glasses.
Glasses, and then I'm used to seeing this brother in shades.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I got glasses. You're right.
Right, you
Yeah,
always in
absolutely.
shades.
We're not in rock star
and,
mode
and
right now.
technically, I just came to hang out for a minute, and I was supposed to be on camera. I ain't got my do-rag on or nothing. I'm not in Al Capone mode at all.
No,
And
you-
I don't even have on my Whoop That Trick t-shirt that I wear very frequently.
I'm in Al Bailey mode.
Yeah,
I'm the regular dude right now.
this is not the rock star.
No, this is regular.
Actually-
And you know what? They don't get it. Those are two different entities.
They are two
They all
different.
consist in one being, but they,
Yes,
you know,
I
it's like
agree.
two different roles
You
that
guys
have
are
to show
missing
up.
it though.
You know what this is?
Royal Radio Live.
Yeah.
We don't have royalty on the show. So the thing is, you know what? If you on here, come on, walk in your divinity. Don't all that talk of putting yourself. Stop it. Stop being. What do I want to say? Humble. And we got people in the cut over here too that ain't saying nothing, looking at me, but they will be exposed. But I just want to let you guys know, wherever you are, wherever you're watching from,
Absolutely.
God has chosen you specifically for a certain purpose. Walk in your divinity. Do not speak words of negativity.
I heard you.
You make sure that you
I like
speak
that.
life. Spit life, not death out of your mouth, because words have power.
Real
y'all. Come on now.
Hey.
They call it spelling for a reason.
They call it, and those of you that can't spell, just pray. God'll do it for you. So anyway, I just want to
Man.
remind you of that. Somebody's told me today, not even joking around. I'm not a nigger. I'm not this. You are what you say you are. So make sure you guys know
Watch your
what
words.
you say.
Absolutely.
Think. It's strategic. Guys, there's a time right now. Why am I doing this in the broadcast? God, you really gonna make me do this right now, Lord?
Hey,
Jesus.
you own it though.
Yeah.
You
This
own
is the
it.
time right now. Pandemic. There's been a lot of tragedy, but there's a lot of cleansing going on right now.
Lots of
So you guys right now pay attention. Don't look at the diversions. All this racially and y'all, black folks, I'm down with my people. Black lives do matter. However, let me just say this. Don't think that the dude that killed George Floyd, he knew him for 17 years, y'all. They had a beef. He got busted. It was probably hit. I don't know what it
Yeah.
is. It's not white cop against black dude. Y'all, let me tell you something. You want to defund the police department? You're looking at the beginning of hell.
And
So you
anarchy.
guys, did you say anarchy?
I sure did.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
See,
I didn't know we were going.
I didn't know we were going
I had
here.
no
I was
idea.
thinking about that earlier.
Let me
though.
tell you
You
something.
said that.
Y'all just put me in the most political
Man.
And I'm not political. Let me tell you something. I know it's
You
weird.
can
and
feel
yes,
it though.
I was just,
It's an
I was
energy,
just,
though.
It's
You
an
can
energy.
I'm
feel
just,
God,
no,
yeah, for real.
I ain't knocking nothing you saying because
Straight
y'all
up.
on some
Yeah.
real shit. I'm just saying I was just drinking and we were just talking.
And now we're here. And now
And
we're
next
here.
thing you know, we
Yeah.
went there.
He
You know what,
talked
but
about
I'm-
smelling.
You know, and I'm really about to
I'm
become
trying
to-
real
Hey.
transparent. I used to get high, y'all. I mean,
Yeah.
seriously high, and I was wanting to enjoy that, and then God would put a word in my mouth in the
Yeah.
middle of everybody, and I
Yeah.
would blow everybody's.
One of them has
So-
no top.
Because it's not double carbs, and I don't want a double carb.
It failed.
Did you see how quickly
honor
I got
that-
diverted
I
from
would
what
like-
I was saying to a
Oh, yeah.
I had
chicken
four of
sandwich?
those. I had four of those.
Oh, you don't want to try one?
I had
Some
four of
jerk
those
chicken
already.
salad.
Ooh, y'all.
Well, okay, I don't mean to get off that, but long story short, you guys, do not fall for the tricks. Do not fall for diversion. They want to try to separate you. They want to try to. It's called conquer, divide and conquer. Let me tell y'all, if you guys do not support our legal system and
yeah.
and our
You're
come
gonna be
on,
too
law
willing
enforcement.
to
This
front of the camera.
I'm explaining to you. That's the
Yeah.
beginning of the end. You guys
Yeah.
do not be fooled. You guys get with your God. You guys get centered and
Absolutely.
figure out what it is he's telling you. Stop looking at what they want you to watch, because they're covering up what's going on outside of what we see. The pandemic, this racial tension.
Yeah.
They're not telling you about all the pedophilia that's going on and these major companies that are shutting down because they're having arrests. I'm just saying this. I know it sounds crazy,
true.
but look it up. I'm telling you, it's a diversion. You guys do not fall for it. I'm telling you, we stick together. We continue to unify and not get into all this propaganda and this other stuff and anarchy.
Yes.
Y'all listen, we're
Every
in.
man for himself.
We're in. They're talking about this is the end.
Yeah.
We're in for a cleansing. This is the beginning, you
It's
guys.
The beginning.
This is the beginning. So
And
I
like
want.
people are creating their whole worlds too. So if you look at like everything started happening, the gas prices went down and all the stock went down or whatever.
Waiting on
Even
the-
like the stimulus
they are
checks and
in
stuff
there.
like that, man, you supposed to be flipping that. Oh, isn't that a I was just in a meeting with
Let me
that
tell you
sis.
something.
Oh my
the
God.
worst thing you want to do is trust
Yes.
a national bank. That haven't paid taxes. Do you want to know why they're giving you stimulus? Because they're trying to look for you. They're-
Yeah.
I'm telling
got
you, this is not what
I
you.
paid my taxes.
I didn't. So
I paid mine.
yeah, we're in a pandemic. I'm not paying
Sam ain't
nothing
looking
right
for me.
now.
I paid
and the
mine.
banks
I
are
just
always-
People do it.
Mm-hmm.
Asian people do it. Europeans
Arabs.
do it. When immigrants come to the
Yes.
United States of America, you look at all the communities that they build.
Yeah.
They don't make that kind of money in
They
their
do
countries.
not.
Most times, our dollar is 3 to whatever their currency is,
Right.
unless they're coming from Europe,
Right.
because they're over us.
Absolutely.
But after Brexit, honey, whatever's going on over there, we're bottoming out. However, I'm going to say this. They do their money in communities.
Yeah.
They filter. It's called circling your wagons, people. Come on
Yes,
now.
come on now.
You want to
in
sit up there and march and riot and do everything, talk
You
about black
missing the
folks,
point.
that we matter. We matter when we
Yeah.
know how to manage our money and gather our
Yes,
community.
absolutely.
So the thing is, financially, don't trust your money to these banks.
No.
Because they're going to start siphoning. And the thing is, it's a way to know where they are. Because the next wave of COVID that comes around, y'all,
Yeah.
they're talking about it's going to be worse. That's when they're going to want to put that chip in your skin, because they
Yep.
don't want you to touch anything and get. It's a trick.
Yep.
Come
You
on,
want-
y'all.
You the new scammer, sister. You done shut the
Right,
grocery
what?
store down.
I think we're just spectators right now. You are watching Patio Pimpin' NN.
But this is real,
This
though.
not
This is
CNN right now.
not
This
the
is
patio,
Patio
no.
Pimpin' NN, PPNN right now.
Right.
And this is
This is an educational
our
moment.
anchor. These are our
Our
anchors.
co-anchors.
And we just
I'm just a
spectators.
chicken sandwich
I'm about to
eater.
set it up for Honor to come back in.
Look, she's
she's
taking care of
smoking.
business.
Hey, you just said a lot of. You just man.
That's
I didn't mean to.
powerful.
I'm telling you.
Woo! You went in.
I didn't mean to.
Yeah.
You went in.
Yeah.
Both of y'all went in.
No, but I can give policy to what you said though. You know what I'm saying? And like the practical things, say for example, say Hope Inside. The national banks gave Hope all this money. John Hope Bryan had to portray
Right.
capitalism. Woo, woo, woo. So man, all of that, they put the bank, they put his organization inside their banks, millions of dollars.
What they saying,
Why?
Anna?
Because people they're not raising their credit scores to be able to get bank loans. They're not being financially capable to even pay their bills on time, and
Because
to
they didn't
have
devise a
every
system for us to succeed in it. They don't educate us about it. They
Right.
educate theirs, but they don't
Right.
educate. We don't get educated to
Absolutely.
educate ours.
So the only time the people that was privileged had access, but they lost access because when the housing bubble crashed, man, everything went to crap. Well, how can a system go to crap when everything's already paid for
In the
anyway?
first place.
In the first place.
It's not
Right, that's the
devised for
game.
you.
Absolutely,
It's not
but
devised
how
for
you
you,
gonna you can't
me.
participate in the game? You don't know what's going on.
What do you think they're
Oh,
doing
you
all
can
this
participate
now?
in it.
Right.
You can
You
participate
can,
in it.
but
You're
you
just
don't
a
be a
loser.
loser.
But that's what they setting it up for.
Yes.
If you think
yes.
about it, like not unless we as black people come from wealthy families,
Right.
we're not,
We're not.
taught financial education.
Clearly.
Well,
clearly.
let me tell you this:
Real talk.
coming
Real talk.
from a wealthy African American family,
Mm-hmm.
you would think so, but we weren't taught. Because you know what?
Wait a minute, I get in.
Come on, Anna.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. You know
Yeah.
why?
Real talk, back on.
Because
Right.
our
Yeah.
families paid for other people to do those things.
Yeah.
And although my father was the
That's true.
smartest man on earth, and I'm not
Right.
saying it because he was my father.
Right.
This man was brilliant.
Respect to that guy. I'm up on him.
Respect
Yeah.
Dick Griffith.
I am up on that guy.
And let me tell you something. And I wondered because people, when I talk about my life, I actually went to a
Right.
psychologist because I was going through some things. I was doing
Man,
some
that's a
drugs at
whole
the time.
nother show, man.
But-
God damn.
When I got to when I talked to her about my life, it was like what unraveled was the fact that I'm
That's
sorry, those
real.
of you that don't know me, my father is Dick Griffey.
Yeah.
He and Don Cornelius, you know, they did
Soul
Soul
Train.
Train. We bought Soul Train Records, which turned into Solar Records, and then anyway, the rest is history.
That
Google
man
it.
there is
And-
that guy. Trust
you
me.
know-
Oh, I'm sorry, and Death Row.
And
Records.
Death Row. Thank you.
And
Thank
Death Row
you.
Records.
Don't.
Suge Knight,
Please.
Wes Crockett,
Yeah.
God rest his soul, which now Al Heyman, concert
Yeah.
producer, promoter. My father single-handedly handed that theirs, and he had
Yeah.
Budweiser Superfest at 1st.
Mhm.
Now it's HBO
They're up on
boxing, Mayweather, all that other stuff.
Yeah.
So the thing is, the legacy
Man,
is
lay
just
down
keep,
a-
and the
lay
beat
down a
goes
foundation.
on.
Didn't he start some big?
Yeah, down the foundation.
So, but the thing is, we were raised with money, thinking that we always were gonna have money, so they didn't
Yeah.
feel that it was important to share it.
You didn't handle it.
Okay.
You didn't handle it. A lot of times, like
Okay.
we had accountants that we trusted. We had, you know, and accountants and CPAs, two different things. Okay, you got your business lawyers, you got your business attorneys, you have your house attorneys, you have all these people that you are paying.
I was
because
just about to say they all get
Getting
they
paid.
getting
all
they
getting
getting broke off.
paid.
Yeah.
But you know, but the thing is, and most African Americans, we're gonna get the percentages too, Anna, end up dying and needing music cares or something else to
Help
bury
bury them.
their funerals. You know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. Thank God that SoundScan went to Congress, because right now musicians can have like soundscape to everybody's life,
Yeah.
but they
Yes.
cannot get the respect, they can't get the pay, they can't get the benefits. How would you feel if you were going to see your favorite artist, Beyonce or whoever it is, and then she got sick,
Yeah,
but if she didn't have all that money, she couldn't pay her doctor bill,
that's true.
and you guys wouldn't pay for her funeral? You'd pay $1,000 to go see her in a meet and greet and a concert ticket,
just spoke
but
a
you
word,
will not
bro.
pay to assist musicians who give you life.
Yeah.
Right?
Give us
Man, let me
Yeah.
tell you
everything.
something.
We
The
leave it all on the
numbers on
stage.
Spotify, the numbers
Yeah.
on iTunes, Amazon Music, all that other stuff are at an all-time high.
That's true.
Even stations people don't want to even listen
That's
to
true.
are up because we're sitting at home. We are
Right.
in a pandemic. So right now, the digital world is out the door. Don't be fooled. I'm telling
Yeah.
you, as a
That's
segment, do not be fooled.
Yeah.
We're gonna, you
We
guys
didn't talk
understand.
about mental health, and I'm glad that you said you went and saw a psychologist, because that gives into mental health, and we don't.
We
wanna
don't
talk
address
about
that.
No, and especially during this pandemic, everybody's like closed in, the quarantine, and like their mind is
Their
going
mi-
crazy.
What
Like,
about the kids, though?
And can you
Real.
add on
The
all the
kids.
stuff that's going on
Yeah,
that
and
people
all
are
the-
taking
But
in
what about our
every day?
kids?
Yes.
On top of being
Our children
Absolutely.
definitely need to.
We don't address them.
We
Ask
don't
them how
address
they
them.
feel
We
about
don't know
it.
how they
No.
feel. We don't know what their mental capacity
Mental
is right now. We
Right.
don't know if they're depressed, if they're
Yeah.
worried. We assume because they don't have bills and shit, but they're humans.
Yeah.
So if they're seeing their mothers and fathers worry and not
Yeah.
working and not being able to provide, I think that stress trickles down to the
Yes.
entire family. So honestly, I think we all need to go find somebody to talk to
That's true.
as this, well, not just as this ends, but just talking,
Period.
period.
It's not
we as
gonna ever
people spend so
end.
much
It's not
time
gonna
trying
never
to
end.
solve our own problems and
That's
work
true.
everything out in our own head, and that just
Yeah.
constantly raises stress levels. Like
Right.
from the richest person down to the poorest, you have these things you're thinking about, and that wears and tears on the body. And day after day, we're just trying to handle it. I got it. Self-soothe. I got it. And it is slowly breaking us down mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. So it could be easy for the masses to get caught up in the hypes because, again, we're believing everything we're seeing on TV. They're pumping the fear into us. We're not working. We're not used to this lifestyle. So people are not mentally prepared to deal with something like this. Only the strong will truly survive this. And even those strong will need somebody to lean on and to talk to and to help separate the foolishness from the reality, the things you really should be concerned about versus the stuff that worrying ain't gonna do shit about. Like, we all need to find somebody to talk to. I'm a strong believer in that.
Anna, and I'll say this to you because you and I, we've been talking constantly about all these things that we had planned, and we had literally all just had so many things in place.
Are you coming back in?
Look, she can fit right there because you ain't going nowhere. Scoot over. Put your hips in that hole right there. It's good. But you know what? What's crazy is, and I usually by nature am a panicker, but God has been setting stuff up to really kind of prepare me for this, and I had no idea. I've not worried one time.
Nope.
I'm not stressed. Look, and no offense, and see, I'm not even ashamed to say this because I had a guy yesterday tell me, your legacy is so great. Your father, your family, your this, your legacy does not pay your bills.
Not at all.
And that's another talk that we don't talk about on Ladies of Legacy. You guys, there's a lot of things about this music industry. There's a lot of things about legacy. The people, just the regular public, do not understand. It's a sacrifice. And that's why they find most artists are nuts at the end of the day. Don't wonder why we smoke weed. Don't wonder why we go through certain things. And not all of us do, but I'm saying there's always some kind of relief because this is a stressful business, a stressful life. You know what? The 9-to-5er, and I've lived on both. I worked for Solar Records as an executive, and I've been an artist. So I know from both sides. It's no fun going to work and not knowing when you're going to get paid. You guys that go to work every day, I used to look down on people that have regular jobs. Like, ugh, I would never date a guy that just had a regular job. Honey, keep growing. You young kids out there, keep growing. I'm going to tell you something. You better thank God for somebody with a regimented lifestyle and a financial stream because feast or famine is not a life. So you aspiring musicians get a fallback. Don't be sitting up making beats and smoking weed all day. There's other things to do. That's great that God gave you that gift, but man, get you a job. Doesn't mean you have to stay there because I believe in entrepreneurship. This woman, Anna, man, who brought me into this stuff, I sit here and watch her. She's just not cute. She's smart as hell. You want to know why? Because she paid attention in school. She took her lessons.
No, I didn't pay attention in school.
Don't say that. I'm lying right now. You breaking the lie. No,
I was terrible in high school. High school
But you learned the lessons though by hanging with your father,
college
and then, you know.
is when I learned, because college is where I was like Dean's List.
So you still got it. So you still.
But the whole point is,
But you still learn the lessons though.
School.
You still learn the lessons
It's just
though.
high school
I learned
didn't.
the lessons
High
from
school
life.
didn't. High school didn't connect with you like college connected.
yeah, but you
Right.
know what? But
I
if you
learned the
did not
lessons
have the
from life.
aptitude to be able to, number one, be committed enough and consistent enough to get the knowledge to be able to do those things. And if you, like I say, and I've been around your family, you guys really have a genius mindset. And in every genius and every artist, y'all, there's gonna be some this crazy, but
It's a
that's where
part
the
of the package.
creativity.
You can't be normal and do what we do. You can't be normal and do what
Does this
we
dude
do.
look normal to you?
I know I'm not.
No, I know I'm not
No,
normal.
no.
Anybody that's up and like, I will, if I don't have something just right while I'm doing, I'm so OCD on projects that if I don't have it just right, I will be up till 5 o'clock in the morning and wake right back up.
Trash it and
at
start all
6,
over again.
6:45.
Starting all over again.
No, I don't trash it. I add to it. I'll never trash it. I keep a copy if I want to go back. I always keep a copy. But
Back to mental health though, not to cut her off, but that's a big point.
Yeah.
If you don't really research mental health and understand that, you won't know how to process that. I spent my life thinking that I wasn't finishing stuff and I was a procrastinator. But when I went to see the lady, she told me I was an anal achiever, and that's what you are. But there's a difference. Like me, I just keep throwing stuff out till I get it right. She's like, nope, I spilt a little bit. I'm gonna take it. You guys process what we were talking about earlier. Mental health, so important. I didn't mean to come back to that, but I just wanted to close that.
That's
Oh, mental health. is
Carolyn, me and
That's
you,
everything.
that's a whole different subject. Like the way, mental health and just being around so many people growing up as a child is just like, you can't help but grow in a certain way. You can't help but know certain things. You can't help but
the exposure to it.
carry yourself in a certain way in
But
certain
we are conditioned.
situations.
Those of us born in it.
We
No
were
matter
very
what we
conditioned.
see, it's like we could be in the worst mood, have the worst things going on. We're conditioned to put on. It's a show.
When it's showtime, it's showtime.
I mean, and did you grow up in the music industry?
No, I didn't grow up.
But
in the
you,
music
but
industry.
the life afforded you the adaptation.
But I, based on my mom and grandma, from the time I was like 1 or 2, I was automatically connected to music in a way where I knew words to songs and I was singing them. I don't remember this. I'm just going by what they're telling me.
And
So
for those of you
I had
just
a
tuning, I'm
connection.
sorry. For those of you just tuning in right now, you may just be coming in. You hear him talking. He's got a mask on. He's got his glasses on. But you guys, this is world famous Al Capone, Al Capizzi.
Thank you.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, boy.
Just for the
Thank
people
you.
that didn't know.
It's all good. It's all good. No, I'm just saying I didn't grow up in the industry, but I always was connected with entertainment
Right.
from 1 and 2 years old. So,
Right.
yeah. And if you wonder why I'm not saying a lot, because technically I'm supposed to have been in the studio audience, and I got pulled into.
Poolside.
You know what I'm saying?
jacked him.
And I was enjoying Mike Brown. I was getting down with my Brown,
Getting
drinking my
down with
liquor,
Brown.
enjoying the show, and
About some
they pulled
patio.
me in, and they got 100% real. I thought I was getting pulled in so we could talk shit and bullshit.
No, they
And
got.
they got 100.
Let me tell you
They
something.
got 100.
Somebody needed that.
Man.
There's too much going on.
But
in the world.
I mean, y'all went there though. I ain't gonna lie. They went from the pandemic to finance to mental health to the industry. Y'all went all around the world.
Let's talk about the relationships during the pandemic.
See what I-
Elizabeth.
Quarantine
Come on, look at this baby over here. This baby here. This
How about, wait,
When I was over there, when I was a part of the studio audience,
baby.
they
You
was
just
talking about
blessed me.
sipping and kissing the drink and all. And I get in and they got
They went
just
real on you. They got
Man.
deep. They got super deep on you.
Hold on, hold on.
It was needed though.
how many of y'all got them pandemic booze? Okay. Uh-oh.
She got
Oh,
a
shoot.
She got
I got a
corona
pandemic
quarantine bay.
She got a
Quarantine
bay.
You know what? People are gonna
See,
appreciate
I'm just
space
saying, now
after
that
this is over.
you get it all right here. I see.
Truly.
Patio pimping. This is you
Patio
get it all
pimping
in
for
patio
real.
pimping. I see that now. It's 100.
Oh,
Bro,
for sure.
so many people are gonna be so happy when this shit is over, so they could just get a break
Travel.
Yeah.
from being
Travel.
stuck in a house with a certain person.
And
all
I had to
day.
wear a damn mask. And, you know what
Bro.
I'm saying? I'm not enjoying. I'm doing it because I think it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? It's
You guys are breathing in bacteria
It's
that
some-
you don't really
Right.
need. You get
And you
sicker
gotta
from
smell
doing
your
that.
breath all
And
day.
smell your funky ass breath while you do
Breathing
it.
your own air like you're on an airplane anyway.
Right.
They mask. Why are they mask shaming me? They're mask shaming me.
No. This is not about you, Al.
They're mask shaming me. Right?
You're protecting us. When you can still get anything we got.
But this damn mask got my glasses fogged up. It's pissing me off right there.
I like a granddaddy.
I don't like this.
I
You
can't
know what I'm
see
saying?
shit.
What the fuck?
Can't see
You know what
that.
I'm saying? I'm doing it because I think it's supposed to help the situation. But I did hear that part of the game too. How, you know what I'm saying? If you wear it for too long,
Yeah.
it's like carbon dioxide
Carbon
or
dioxide,
something.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it will cause more bacteria in
And
your
I keep
body.
trying to pull this motherfucker up because I'm talking my chin doing this, so it's pulling my damn mask down. Next thing you know, it's halfway by my nose. I got to pull it back up.
My lips is
It's a lot of
afraid
work.
to wear a mask.
It's a lot of damn work.
Weird, but I'm so claustrophobic.
I
I
am
got
too.
one with my
I
face
cannot do
on.
it.
Damn
I'd rather
mask
die
is a lot of
of COVID
work.
than be stuck to suffocate with a mask on.
Girl, that man, I break every one because I'm like, get this shit, especially while I'm driving. I don't
Oh,
know why.
God.
I get
You
in
don't
the-
have to
I'm
worry while you're
I'm in the
driving.
car by herself fighting.
In the car, I get
What
that.
mine is
That's what's
crazy.
bothering me.
Right.
Right, we really don't have to. I don't think wear them in the car.
No, you don't have to wear them in the car.
I think
Unless you try to
you
protect
know,
yourself from yourself.
from yourself,
I
right?
be moving
You be looking at yourself in the mirror. Don't you give me that damn COVID.
Shut
Shut up, goddamn. Shut up.
But it's-
Why are you talking?
Damn mask.
That's
I
what
can breathe again.
And then guess what?
Breathe one more time.
Worse than taking off a bra.
Oh God.
This mask
My
is worse
God,
than
yes.
taking off a fucking bra.
When did bras get invented
You know,
and
see,
why
men ain't got
anyway?
that problem.
No,
No one got
thank
it.
I don't. I mean, I guess somebody that needs a bra. I don't.
Yeah,
I
you
wish.
need one.
I-
You know.
You know, and by the way, bras make good masks for y'all that you know
They do.
talking about.
Yo,
you don't
I saw a
have.
video where this chick made one for her granddaddy out of her bra. She took one cup and had
Cut
a
it.
strap on.
And
That old man
Bra
talked so
mask.
damn bad to
The
her.
bra mask.
She was trying to get him to put that
I
damn
saw
thing
that.
on.
He was mad.
He was
as
mad.
heck.
The damn bra
What
mask.
this is this a bra?
This what I want this damn shit.
They wearing a bra mask, man.
Dude,
Oh man.
granddaddy, she put a whole half a bra on granddaddy's face.
Brought to
Granddaddy
you
talked
by
so bad.
Medibles.
Medibles. Speaking of,
Hold on, who is Medibles anyway? I want to buy some stock because you promoting that.
yeah,
Sour Patch Kid. Medibles.
Medibles.
You have to say it like that. Medibles.
Medibles.
When will that pack be open?
Come on, come through, Kiki Shepherd.
Okay, yeah. I'll be a taster.
You've always been.
There they go, there they go.
This is the tasting segment.
There you go.
Oh,
It smells delicious.
it smells
He
nice.
pour, wait, hold on. The COVID,
no.
dude. Just take the one you're
See,
going to
it's over with.
He contaminated the whole pack
No.
of Medibles.
I stopped it. I got the one that was on the edge.
And you never know where this brother's hands have been. So do not trust your Medibles to his palms.
I am a masseuse and a drummer.
Exactly.
I'm touching
Oh,
wood or
they
meat.
worse.
I'm
Ooh.
touching wood or meat. There's
I
only
like
two
how
things.
that sound, though.
Wood and meat.
Hold on.
That could be the same
Hold
thing.
on. Can I tell you something?
Look, that's
I
a
think that's the
tall-ass
camera right there.
t-shirt, bro.
So you just bent over in front of the camera. They don't just.
You just mooned all the Facebook, bro.
Yeah, just mooned the
All the
Facebook.
Instagram. Just mooned them all.
Medibles.
Brought to you by Medibles.
Brought to you by Metal.
And I'm the only one that has had one, but she's
That is funny. Wood and meat.
Oh my God.
Wood.
That's a t-shirt.
You know what? What this reminds me of is being off on tour. Having an
It
all
does-
night on
wait,
tour.
it does.
This is the shit we would do.
After the show.
No, I'm talking about the off day. Like in
Oh, right,
between,
off day, right.
in
Kicking
between
the
cities,
shit.
you somewhere the show is tomorrow and you got a nice off day. This is all you want to do.
I just want to ask one thing because I know I brought it up, but I never really asked you this question. When we did Japan with Shalimar,
Mhm.
is that the first time that you had gone?
Yes, that was my first
The
time.
first time. Excuse
Hold
me.
on. Before y'all go there, can I get on her seat back? Don't you want to
She can sit right there, right in between. She's busy. You see that? You go somewhere and you buy little souvenirs. Do you buy like the whole rack of souvenirs or you just buy one or two?
I get a bunch of. I ain't finna front.
I do.
Cause
Two or three.
I get kind of go overboard.
Okay, well this bruh right here,
Oh,
we're in Tokyo at the Narita airport and we see it's almost like you hear like you know the Maytag salesmen come through and they're bringing all the refrigerators. They're bringing cases of sake.
Shut up,
Damn,
Charlotte.
what flavor though?
Sake, right?
No, the turtle juice I brought home. Do you remember the turtle juice?
I do not remember the turtle.
It was
Ninja Turtle.
It was these little bottles, and it was like a vitamin, but it was like a sex vitamin. And you
Ooh.
drink this stuff,
Oh,
and
wait
it would
a minute.
give
Vitamin.
I
you,
was in the Dominican.
it would give you
And I
just
brought back a-
all the juice.
It make you be
need.
like,
Yes.
ah.
A little shot bottle like that. You drink it, and you suck a blue pill,
Bang,
dog.
bang, 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 bang.
Yes.
I was in the
I brought home like
Dominican.
2 6-packs.
John Witherspoon.
Some
John
mama-
Witherspoon.
Bang, bang, bang. What now?
It's called Mama
Where my
Wanna.
love
Mama Wanna.
going back.
I've heard of that. I've heard of
They
that.
did it in the Dominican. So like when you go in the resort, they give you the Mama Wanna on Mama
I
Wanna.
John
can't wait to go to
Witherspoon.
Dominican.
And then-
I'm going to get a whole new rack.
Oh, girl.
$7,000, y'all. By
yeah.
the way, if you want a
I'm
new
going
rack,
with you.
titanium, all replaceable,
going with you.
go to the Dominican
I'm
Republic.
going with you.
Man, I can't keep this damn mask though.
Take it off,
God
Al. You all right,
I
bro?
love the Dominican.
Okay.
I do too. And listen, and they give the best blowjobs.
But I was.
I mean, hold on, wait.
The drink. You mean
Whoa.
the drink?
No.
You mean the
Whoa!
drink? You meant the drink blowjob?
What just happened?
Let me.
You mean the shot? You mean
We
the
just
shot?
went from wood.
Are we talking about the jello shots?
What the hell just happened?
Meat, wood, and blowjobs.
Yeah,
Hold on, I'm
meat,
sorry.
wood, and blowjobs.
What I mean by blow dries is blow dries, not
Blow
blow
dries.
jobs.
blowouts. All the Dominican.
No,
people.
those Dominicans will
Oh,
whip
yeah.
the heck out of some hair, girl.
done like the last day. I would. Every time I go there, the last
You
day. I
heard
get
what
my
you
hair
just
done.
said? You just came out of nowhere. They get a best blowjob.
They get a blessed blowjob.
See what just happened?
They just walk up to you and blow you.
They don't roll you and
She got out of nowhere.
Dominicans like roll
She
you
did
up.
that. She did
That's
that.
what I'm talking about. Just with passion out of nowhere. What the hell just happened? I thought y'all talking about drinks or something.
That's what I thought it was,
Okay.
a blowjob, like a shot or something.
Okay, and for your commercial
I'm ready for
break,
the plane.
brought to you by.
Medibles.
And wood and meat.
Wood and meat. Yes. Hey, you.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Bro, I feel a setup over here. I'm gonna come over there and sit and talk with you. I don't know. There's too much pressure over here. It's a lot of pressure.
Oh shoot.
The lack of drugs. That's what this is.
Do you have any music?
Oh,
we
my
don't have
God.
the
We
DJ.
do have music. Shall we play?
Yes.
Oh my God. Y'all, yeah.
This is funny.
Y'all haven't even played my song. The video's tired, but the song is bumping. The real thing. We'll do
If my
it next
mask
week.
on right, it feel like it's crooked.
Capeasy. Everybody blow. I'm just blow. Look, take that dang mask off.
Right.
Hey, I gotta represent for the people that wear masks.
You absolutely
People out
right.
there wear masks too, so I'm rocking with. I'm showing.
You're not
My
alone
guy over there, he
there.
rocking his mask.
My guy over there.
Look, you gotta get the kid.
So this is for the no. We're in this era right now. So this actually does happen. So you know what I'm saying.
We have another mass square here.
It's just when I'm talking,
Look,
they got
we
my
are
damn chin
practicing.
pulling my damn mask. What the hell?
See, look.
I need a new mask, goddamn. They I got the wrong one.
It's all right. It's all right, bro.
My,
Don't pay
I'm telling you,
attention
my
to the
talking,
P
my
and the
chin
red on
pull my
this
mask
dude's
down. What the
They
hell
don't know
kind
no
of
better.
what the hell that mean?
Scoot in a little bit.
I'm not
See, I'm not the only mask
You're
man.
about to see the other mass square now.
We got another mask man. We're good.
A masked man. That's getting kind of.
Hey, you can have fun with it.
A masked man having fun with that. I'm not going to touch that, ladies and gentlemen.
It is
But,
so much going on.
But on
right
everything else,
Same shit, right? We done went from
It's
swing,
Christmas. It's gonna be
hammocks and
Christmas.
swings,
Mhm.
meat and wood, mask, and
Meat,
blowjob,
wood, mask,
blowjobs.
And
I do
blow.
not.
Got one
Nothing
in the car.
good is coming from this.
Oh, yes, it is.
That's 7
Yes,
grades.
Meat, wood, and blowjobs? I mean,
That's
that's
swings and hammocks. That's 7.
that's a pathway for happiness and joy.
Y'all too.
And it's according what side you're on.
Oh, yeah.
That's you
If you are a receiver or a giver.
Yeah.
Royal Radio Live.
Oh, we're not on Royal Radio Live right
Alright.
now.
Not on Instagram.
We're on Instagram.
What-
Yeah.
He wants to know what the Instagram.
We're on the
Oh,
ground.
you were on the gram.
Do you have a call-in number for them? Is there a way that they can get in?
Is that-
What are they
Yes, I
saying?
do
We're
have
not
a-
even interacting with you guys. Please
We've
forgive us.
had our own damn good time.
You know what? But
Y'all
we
just
do
don't
not
watch
want to
enough.
forget about you.
But
'cause
it feels great out here though for a
It
Friday
does.
night.
Yes.
It
in the
does. It's
summertime,
Friday
Friday
night,
night feels really
and the
good.
mood is right
Yeah,
because
yeah.
this is ladies' night. Oh, what a night!
Cause it's
what a
ladies'
Oh,
night.
Lord.
And I
I
feel
think she's trying to set up the music now.
Hey, Vaughn. How are you, love? I'm going to speed. Excuse me, girl.
You heard me, Vaughn. You heard me, Vaun.
Fun, them brought us some mess.
I'm getting rid of this motherfucker.
Only have one.
I'm getting rid of this damn mask. I need
Baby,
a
he's
new
the
one.
last person you need to be hugging.
Stop that.
Let me
You
get
gotta
another
have
one.
STD
Oh,
medicine before hugging this nigga.
Wowzers.
You got some tetracycline over there?
Going
I'm
in
just
my
kidding.
favor. I don't know you.
Alcohol
I don't
kills.
know you.
Anybody else need a mask?
I don't know
Oh, sure.
Matter of fact, I'm making a restaurant run.
I love you. I ain't gonna love you. You don't know who I've been around.
told you I was gonna do it.
Vaughn, this is this is
doing,
Maurice.
How you doing?
I'm Maurice. How you doing, huh?
Pretty good. How about
I heard
yourself?
about Benjamin's explosion.
Oh yes, but he motherfucking everybody. And he didn't get it from me, so they can't say.
Not
Make
you.
the chicken salad.
Y'all, that
Set it
jerk
off.
chicken salad.
This ain't fun.
You want to talk about quick dishes for you bitches? See, y'all didn't
Yeah.
say nothing. See, if we were paying attention to what you were saying, you would have told me I was looking into the computer instead of looking at y'all when I'm talking.
Yeah, that chicken
Anybody else
salad
need
is
a man
fun.
before I go back to bed?
No, ma'am, but some more chicken salad. Oh my gosh, I look. I'm gonna put you on retainer.
Hey, I'm coming back.
What's chow chow? Oh, chow chow.
The chow chow
Chow
might
chow.
not get made this year because shit, I went out to the farmer's market and they shit high as fuck.
Hell
High
yeah.
as fuck,
Hey,
chow chow won't be no chow chow.
Ain't no chow-chow.
Now unless you gonna do it like this,
so
dance.
Chi
You gonna dance, it's gonna be cool. But I'm y'all talking about too much shit. One thing you didn't say. If all the blacks would stop buying shit for a whole month, we'd shut the whole goddamn country
Damn
down.
right.
so will.
Damn right.
Tuesday fucked them up, but nobody in them goddamn
So
stores
what?
Tuesday last Tuesday. This past
So one.
We could shut it down if we decided to.
Hell
We would just
yeah.
have to want to
Look.
step outside of our selfish selves and our little selfish needs. To think
Shit,
about
Amazon
so
Well, we have to
got
stop
small.
buying, or we just only do black owned.
Okay.
They done gave us Juneteenth federal holiday. Then they employees take off and pay.
Oh, don't forget, you guys, on that date. Hold on. Actually, on Trump's birthday, we're supposed to all post pictures of President Obama.
Wow, I didn't know.
Wow.
Wow.
We should.
Oh, that's
Yeah, we should do that.
You know what?
Hell yeah, that's
I
dope
always
as
want to
fuck.
be like the
don't
black
be
sheep
heavy,
of the situation.
Yeah.
And I'd love to be the one that people hate, so I don't mind saying what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
So if anybody comes after me, just know I can outrun all these motherfuckers.
Yeah, I don't give a
Except for him, because he had to run 6 miles today.
That's so
But y'all, you know what? I hate to even go back to it. Trump is a butt. The way he speaks is just so ridiculously disrespectful.
Yes.
But I also want to bring attention to the way the media depicts it.
Yeah.
About a week and a half ago, they were posting this video of Trump going, "I can't breathe," and it had a bunch of people with MAGA hats in the background right after George Floyd was murdered. They've tried to make us, and I got mad for, I literally was about to go off because I have people in my family that are Trump supporters. And something just says, stop. Guys, pay attention. Look at that. I'm trying to tell you. I keep doing these little warnings throughout the show. I'm not saying he's great, and he's definitely hasn't made America great again, but you know what? He has gone to fight for financial relief for us.
Yeah.
And you guys, we have, that's even like, no, look, I might get beat up. That's like when your boy Harrington was mayor of Memphis. Am I getting too political? A lot of people didn't like his personal dealings,
Yeah.
but he was the best person in
business,
terms of
yeah.
bringing revenue to
Yes,
Memphis.
he did.
So you guys
He
look
did
at the
that.
fact. Let me tell you something.
Superintendent was the greatest. Set it off. She would go 100 miles per hour talking about
With
that.
Harrison.
Yeah.
You need to get on back. I told him.
Wait, but y'all didn't see that little move she did.
I try to tell you, man. I love that man. You need to get on back to work with Harrison. Set it off, said that. And I 1,000 that on the boat. We ain't getting out.
But anyway, I'm gonna end that because we got some more entertainment coming. But y'all be careful. Be careful. Don't just look at the
Don't
things.
fall for the distractions, man. Like
Distractions.
a lot of stuff is straight out distractions.
don't see it.
And if you
Don't
people, during this time, you have to know your value, and I think you hit on that
You said-
earlier. And your work,
yeah.
because if you don't,
get in
you're
the
gonna be
middle.
sucked in,
No.
and a lot of stuff.
'Cause I like
gonna
to get
really
out.
Take you over. So
Oh, yeah, I got you.
I think
That's real talk. You know what? I'm gonna tell you what I like about this show. I know that we really haven't got a real pattern yet, but this is what this is for. The thing is, people came on to laugh, people came on to listen to music. It's like a box of chocolates. So just think about this as like the Forrest Gump.
And I'm gonna teach you how to drink white with your mask. You raise it up, and you put it back on.
You guys ever watch Muslim folks eat? With those big hijabs on? Oh my Lord. You guys know how much time I spend in Europe. Everybody's walking around hijabs. Sometimes I just sit and film people to see how they eat, because you want to know what they look like under all that stuff.
Yeah.
Now, this is the scariest time in life for me, because, dude, if I didn't know who Capizzi is, I don't know who none of you are.
She really didn't know who I was.
Dude, you can wear gloves, a
You don't
mask,
know I
a
was.
hat, some glasses, and walk up in the bank
Unabomber.
and get some money?
Yeah.
See,
Dude,
now you're inspiring. I don't know if you need to be inspiring.
I'm not inspired. Let me tell you, Negroes find a way to do anything we
I
want to do.
know you're right. I'm
We are
messing-
equal
I'm messing with
opportunity opportunists.
We're on Periscope too. I forgot.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Periscope, what's
we're on
happening?
Hello,
Twitter.
Parasquidia. I mean, that's not it.
Our Parasquidians. Shout out to
Parascope,
the Parasquidians.
Parascopians.
You over know, because we got little over here.
I ain't gonna be on camera.
Maybe
Oh, okay.
this is the reason.
You were so rude.
This is the reason. Hey.
You know what? There should be.
Okay.
Okay, you know, if you ever had a
that
thought and you said,
again.
just don't even think that anymore, I'm going to shut up. Next.
Is anybody talking to us? Is anybody commenting on the
Is
thing?
anybody reading? All of them be paying attention. Y'all, if we're not responding to you, it's her fault.
I got a whole watch party going.
Well, damn.
We got 8 comments from it.
Hey, y'all.
What they talking about?
Sharon Rose Reed.
Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed, Sharon.
She's on the Royal
Oh,
Radio.
I didn't think my people would be on here. Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now, those of you that didn't know, now you know.
Sharon Rose is Sharon Rose. If you still tuned in, salute. You're very engaged.
That's my
There you go.
sister. Oh Lord, I can't read
You're
that.
very
Y'all know I
engaged.
can't see.
She's very engaged. She has a lot.
Yvonne Mitchell.
Vaughn, I think
She
Vaughn
came through with
Vaughn
the
came.
chicken salad.
She saw I was struggling with my
This is
math,
the age of information.
And gave me a
You
fresh one.
can
and it's
teach
actually
yourself.
secure and
You grew
snug.
up very poor.
And I wanna
Went
thank
to
her
the
for that.
library to learn. Now instant information available.
So what?
To the internet, if you want to learn, can, because the majority have phones. Absolutely.
Well, you are hilarious.
Scholarships, got my
Oh, boy.
BSN.
Oh, that's the problem.
Oh, what?
What? What's that?
You guys, we have done everybody a terrible disservice.
What
There's
happened?
some people saying some really deep stuff on here.
Oh shit! And we just went all over the place. They weren't even paying them no attention.
I just, you know what, Carolyn? Oh my gosh.
Damn.
She said, I am everywhere. So nice to meet you, Mr. Capone. This is from Sharon.
Oh damn.
I am everywhere. And that's the whole point. The point is, for the longest time, you can be under the mark, but there's a time and a place for everything. And when it's time for that message to be revealed, and it's time for you to be the one to deliver it, and it's not even planned. So I had no idea she would even be on me.
Wow.
So the thing is, I belonged to a church called Heart Song for a long time. And what they used to talk about, you're one in a zillion. You can picture the whole world, but if just one person out of a zillion people get that one message,
You done your job.
then you know what? Exactly.
Real talk.
You've done your job.
Real talk. Real talk. I can do this.
Absolutely. Well, I've learned a long time ago not to be Captain Save-A-Ho. I just,
Oh, nah, my text did it.
Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom.
you know what's so funny? I forget my boy AMG is following my stuff.
AMG.
AMG, I forgot to
Better
say
have
this.
my money.
Better have my money.
It ain't nothing but black.
Yeah.
Over. Word to the DJ Quick. That was my jam. I ain't gonna lie. I
That's
loved
my
it.
boy.
When I heard that song, I was like, holy, this is the best ever in life.
You heard that song? You don't have my money?
The original one, not Rihanna version.
Right.
Yeah.
But Rihanna got it
I'm
from.
confused on where my Bluetooth. Where the Bluetooth?
Yo, speaking of, what do you think about since we're still live?
And the Rihanna got hard as hell too. Don't get it twisted. But
Speaking of
AMG,
remixes, what do you think about the people taking the old school songs and remixing them like Chris Brown did? Computer Love. He took Computer Love.
hold on. Can I
But
turn
he's
it down for a minute?
generating royalties for that.
That's what I was about to say. If it, hey,
To me, I would hope
Please,
that the people
hey,
go
hey,
back and listen to what
please.
Of course they are.
please
Do it all the time.
redo mine. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. Redo mine. Thank you. Do redo mine and let me get my
Let me say
publishing.
this.
I don't give a damn.
And I hate to even open my mouth about this.
I don't give a damn.
Only because it's cursed. But the most ingenious thing I saw, you were one of the first rap acts I saw get a band, a live band,
Thank you.
a live band.
And he was one
And
of
he
the,
was
he was a drummer.
He was a
But
drummer.
hold on, let me I like to give the credit what credit is due. Free Soul for
Free
Memphis.
Soul, yes.
They were doing it before me actually.
They were.
Shout out
They
to
were.
Free Soul.
But I was the first.
Chris.
I was the
No
first
danger.
actual underground Memphis rapper that was a pioneer of this rap scene, Memphis rap scene, that actually did a band. It was a time where I was like, I want to do something to elevate this underground
Go to
sound.
another level.
But Free Soul, they were doing it, but they doing it. They were more like kind of like the Roots, but they did it well. Don't get it twisted. But I was one of the first underground rappers to say, man, I'm finna do this, you know what I'm saying, and take it to another level. And it worked well for me, I promise you. Kurt Clayton, thank you
Shout out to KC.
for
Yo.
hearing my vision and helping me bring it to life. Carlos played the drums. I thank you, sir. And you know, it honestly, it's not even unique no more because everybody do it. But when I was doing it, it was
Yo,
unique.
hold on, let me come on back to the
Young
scene. I just
Plug
put
made
this
a
up.
whole scene out.
But the dope
Real
part
talk.
was
Real talk.
the dope part was is when you were able to take your song and perform it with the symphony. That was groundbreaking, my dude.
Hold on.
That was another thing I
That
did.
was groundbreaking.
A lot
That
of
was amazing.
now Nas did did it with the symphony.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't know I did it first.
You did.
I actually did it years before Nas had did it with the symphony. And when he did it in New York, I did it in
People-
Memphis years before Nas.
But people sleep on Memphis.
Yeah.
And you know what? Me being from Los Angeles and the Los Angeles music scene, when I moved to Memphis,
And he played drums again when we did it with the symphony.
With the
he
symphony,
did.
yeah.
But and
Casey played keys.
And I mean, I have to give props, but like I say, you know, coming from LA and being from such a huge music legacy, I literally had a chip on my shoulder coming to Memphis. I sang with Pastor Andre Crouch. I've worked with the greats. I sang with Michael Jackson. I sang with all these people and grew up around this all my
Whoa!
life.
Did you hear what she just said?
She sang with Mike.
She said
Don't
that.
just go.
She can slow it down.
You can finish making your statement,
but
but did you hear her say that she sang with Michael
Wow.
Jackson?
But you know, actually, people don't know my father, Dick Griffey, was the first black promoter to be able to promote black acts on a big scale.
Big on it.
And the first black promoter to ever do an international tour, which was Stevie Wonder in Japan.
Wow.
With Denise Williams as in Wonder Love at the time.
Wow, wow.
So the thing is, there's a lot of black history. Actually, that's why Anna and I really kind of started doing this because we wanted to talk about legacy.
Yeah.
Legacy's so important, you guys. The thing is, you may just see somebody up here chilling, you know, hanging out, acting. We haven't even introduced the other people on camera. I need you.
Thank you.
I need you.
Cause she
Been over here in
been
the cut.
speaking at 100 though. She been right. She
Keeping
been
it
going,
100.
Hey, she been
But
speaking-
not once has she really tried to get in your head. Social media is all about building, it's about growing, it's about networking. And the thing is, if we don't use it, then shame on us because it's the best marketing tool ever. Carolyn Griffey, I am Carolyn Griffey on IG. Don't get me on Facebook because I've got over 5,000 followers. I don't even spend time on Facebook. Instagram, Al
Capone Memphis.
Capone Memphis. And
Spell with a K.
World famous V12, world famous Lavita McCool,
world famous.
world famous.
Los.
Let me get in the camera. Carlos _Sargent. SARGENT, the number one.
Number one drummer in the world. I'm gonna tell you
Absolutely.
something. I've been on the
You've been
other
doing
side
it
of the
a long
world, and this brother will call me from Paris down the street. everywhere. Can't keep a brother home. And Europe together at the same time.
And still could catch up with each other.
And see, Set It Off is over in the cut. She won't get on the
Hold
camera.
on. Yeah. Shout out, Set It Off. Please do.
Set it off, man.
Come on, look.
Oh. And she got a mask on. And she masked up. And she masked
That's all
up.
right there. It's your girl, Set It Off. Y'all can find me on Facebook, Set It Off.
And she masked
48.
up.
You can find me on IG, Coconut Sweet 40 Sweet.
Oh, wait.
You hear me? It's going down. Check me out every Wednesday, 2 to 4. No telling. I might be in your hood. I could be in your kitchen, Pooh.
Say that
Oh, wait, play to that.
again.
All right, are you in the cut? Are you introducing?
She just
or
set
you
it
gonna
off.
be in the cut?
She just set it off.
He Big Swole with a face mask on IG. Big Swole,
Big
red
Swole.
man.
Hold on. Mr. Get Money with flip.
I'm just joking, dog.
Mr. Get Money flipping gems, man. You hear me?
Flippinggems.com.
About it.
Flippinggems.com.
About it.
Mask in the cut.
About it.
Come.
You sitting it? Well, you sitting in camera.
Like Woodrow said on Fred Sanford, I drink to that.
Okay. I drink to that.
I drink to that.
I drink to that.
What's your Instagram? Una B? One?
That's my Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
We were
Una the
announcing-
one.
We're
Oh,
announcing Instagram.
Anna the one.
The one.
Well, hold on. Don't say
Hold on,
Anna.
yeah. How do
Oh,
we
it's
spell?
phonetically spelled Una. O-O-N-A. Okay?
Una.
Because when you say Anna into Siri,
You got a
she's
point.
A-N-N-A.
You got a point.
Yeah.
You got a point.
Yeah.
But he was about to give his though.
Mine, I'm gonna make sure I read it and say it right.
I just want y'all to see
Inked
this face. Look.
up. It's INK3D_UP_.
And that's another thing.
Yeah, you need
Pandemic.
to look
And
at
now
that.
you have been exposed.
Yeah.
You
You
just
have
took
been
it.
exposed.
You took his
Hey,
mask off.
next
You
week
exposed.
we're going to talk about pandemic dating. Do not trust people with masks on. Tell them to pull it down,
Right.
see what they look like.
Quarantine days.
Don't fall for the mask.
Yeah.
Don't fall for the mask, because like their eyes may be beautiful. They pull that mask off and it's
That
like,
will be total.
Barry DeMilo.
Just take your
Look
mask
like,
off.
You real look like you done been hitting the man for the truck bagging up.
Mine was on.
Jerome in the house.
I says it right. Jerome up in the house. Without a doubt. That young man.
No.
Jerome in the house.
Damn, buddy.
Take your mask off.
What about 3 good teeth in the front? They're long, but they're good.
Ooh.
No, that's
Don't
okay.
bite.
Oh my God.
okay.
That's too funny.
Oh,
Man,
Jesus.
that's
What kind of
crazy.
music you got for him, Anna?
Set it off in this motherfucker.
Set it off on the left, y'all. Set it off on the right, y'all. Set it off.
I think I
Set
got
it
that
off.
too.
Set it off.
Hold
There you
up.
go.
You asked the right
That's
one.
I like
I'm
that.
trying to figure out what happened to my Bluetooth. Why did it disappear?
I have a missing tooth.
Damn.
Oh.
Show nothing.
I got a gold tooth.
Everything.
Behind the
We're gonna
scenes.
go back to Japan again. So,
Oh no, no.
That was
Billboard,
such a-
Billboard Live. Because listen, they're dying for it now. Everything I get from all over the world is like, oh my God, they're craving the music.
That shit.
And especially
we're craving to
Europeans.
perform, and they're
We're
craving,
craving
to
to
experience.
listen, you
It's gonna be a
guys.
beautiful thing when we all come back.
Yeah.
We're
Gigging and
craving
shit.
to
Real talk.
perform.
Like
You're
for real,
craving.
bro. The audience is waiting for that shit.
Yes.
It's gonna be a religious experience, for lack of a better term.
And you know what?
It's gonna feel good.
Promoters
to
are
them.
gonna
It's
be
feel good
listening.
to us to give it to them because we sit at home waiting.
Yeah.
We sit
But
at home
the
waiting.
beauty of it is, hold
You can't
on.
sharpen your tool, but so sharp, and at some point you gotta use this motherfucker. Or yeah, bro.
Preach.
For real.
However, but watch this. As devastating as the pandemic
got
has
this.
been, watch what a blessing becomes
Oh,
to the
here it is.
musician. You know why?
Afterwards.
Because a buyer who may not have wanted to pay for that now, man,
They
they're
gonna
gonna
spend whatever.
they will
that
spend
bread.
whatever for the
Because
experience.
the people
They
want
understand what an essential necessity
We are
music
essential.
is. We are essential.
There you go.
Musicians are essential.
Essentials, absolutely.
And she about to set it off.
Uh-oh.
And she about to set it off. To the left. Hey. Hey, there you go. There you go. There you go. Hey, 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 hey.
Y'all ain't know about that job right there.
Get to him. 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 Stop. Hey. We out here,
I
man.
said it out, yo.
We out here, man.
We out here, man.
It's a Friday night, and we feeling all right. You hear me?
Man.
Set it off.
Don't come out the
Oh, well, it do feel good.
We've been
It really
doing
do
5
feel good.
hours. She come out the one song. Oh, this is my shit.
Wait, the camera can't see you.
I ain't been there twerk yet.
Control.
I can't try to
I feel like I'm in the skating ring right now. I'm at the Crystal Palace right now.
You gonna learn?
Next time I see you, I been baby twerk one shit.
So here the thing is, you gotta mentally think about it. You gotta make your thigh solid.
Hold on, they can hear you. I need
Hold
them
on.
to see you.
Whoa.
We
No,
just twerking, that's all. We just
I don't want you to tell her to do that, man. You don't supposed to. I'm just saying. No, you not one. Can we tell him he's not the one to be telling her how to do it? That's all I'm saying.
well, that form
He's not listening.
for the individual when you
I already paid my ass up.
I mean, okay, you can do it that way where you.
I was.
I was just making sure you didn't do it, man.
I ain't on
That's all.
Okay,
Okay, that's all I did. I was like, whoa. No.
What the girl said, actually, it starts at your ankles, and then it moves up. Like
Twerking
yeah,
like
twerking like you have to plant like your.
They are telling you
no
how to
matter
twerk.
what-
If you don't know how to twerk, they're really breaking it
I
down.
don't know how to twerk.
I was
I don't
talking about the one
They're
where
breaking
it's
down the
just
essence of
Oh,
twerking.
okay.
shaking, not the hip twerk.
It starts at
It's
your
the-
ankles.
When they
Okay, so look. Okay, we're gonna do a twerking.
Hold on, this not a twerk song
All right,
though.
go on.
It's not a twerk. They done
Hold
take-
on, no.
Hold on.
We need a twerk lesson.
They have
I don't
taken.
know how to twerk.
Well, hold on. They taking a skating ring song. They taking a skating ring song and making it to a twerk song.
Right.
I'm turning the whole skating ring song to a twerk song.
All you really think about is pizza, pickles, and skates. Smell pickles.
You ain't lying.
Dude, I used to love pizza. As soon as I opened the door, the smell of pickles pop on. I'm ready to go. I can't get up here quick enough to pay for my damn ticket. Let me in here so I can
He just said a mouthful. When you hear a song like this here, you think about the skating ring. When you go to the skating ring, what's the first thing you smell? Feet! Goddamn feet! They ain't changed the carpet in 30 years. Change your carpet, man. Change your carpets. We tired of you smell feet when you walk in the skate. When you walk in the door of the skating ring, you ain't even in the skating ring. You smell feet. Change your carpets and and swap them damn skates out, man. It's time for some new ones.
It's time for some new skates.
We smelled everybody's feet for 30 years that been wearing them damn skates.
And we never complained either.
But we ain't complaining though. But we were glad to get out the house.
Dude.
And
Wonder
smell
why
feet.
your feet itch.
All right, everybody got to give it up. Uh-oh.
All the shorties in the club, let me see you just back it up, drop it down, let me see you just keep it on the ground, let me see you just push it up, let me see you just
Wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble, yeah. Wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble, yeah. Wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble, yeah. Wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble, yeah.
I'm gonna let the party for a minute. I'm gonna step away.
Big girl, make 'em bag it up. Make 'em bag it up. Hey, big girl, make 'em bag
What
it
that?
up.
Oh,
Make 'em bag it up. Make 'em bag it up. Make 'em bag it up. Hey, big girl, make 'em bag it
How come I'm
up.
the only one on the screen? I'm
Back it up, back it up. I got them shaking their booties like Congo's, man. I'm shaking the city like Quake. The haters blow in the face like Gonzo, cause I'm making the cake, so let's make it. I'm taking the game. Yeah, I'm into the game. Y'all might wanna say you whack rap, stay like
I'll go back home.
I can dance home, I don't two-step. Y'all looking at something like a truth, yeah. A girl told me that a man that can dance might that could possibly get down with the tool in his pants.
All right, y'all. That was this session of Patio Pimpin'. Come enjoy with us next week. Here.
One more time.
y'all.
We're going to keep praying for this pool to get fixed, y'all.
We're going to be praying for the pool because of patio pimping. Next episode,
Yes.
we want to see how many people, look, how many
Yes.
P's you can bring in about 5 minutes. P words, look, pool, patio pimping. Come on.
Yes. Bring your peas.
Bring your P's. Perfect P's. Patron.
Patron.
I can't. Some of my keywords.
Well, we do not want Carlos's P words.
We ignore Carlos' P words. We ain't looking for none of that, okay? We
Pickles.
Pickles.
Or
Pickles.
Pituitary.
A paycheck. And a paycheck.
all right, we're ending now. Bye everybody.
Bye. Deuces.
Until next week.
Until next